If it would help, if it'd be able to clear things up on both of our parts, and it'd be positive for both of us.
Right now, the Davenport West High School victim who was assaulted speaks out for the first time why he doesn't think the student involved should have been expelled.
Live from WQAD, this is News 8 at 10.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jim Mertens. Denise has the night off, and we begin with breaking news out of Galesburg right now. We're hearing about an investigation that is going on at the Mary Davis Juvenile Detention Home in the Galesburg area. Now, this is a live shot right now outside the home. This is a juvenile facility for kids who are underage, who are being held instead of a jail setting. They're held at the Mary Davis home. We do not know exactly what has gone on. We've gotten a number of reports from people telling us what they think has happened, but we can't report that. But we can tell you that the Knox County Public Safety Department says there has been an incident, is not confirming the details of what happened inside. We called the Mary Davis home inside. They answered. They said no comment and then hung up on us. But you can see cars, investigators are outside the Mary Davis home right now. We're still trying to get details of exactly what happened, but once again, this is what you're seeing, pretty much an empty scene. When we get more details, of course, when we find out exactly what's going on, we'll pass it on to you right here on News 8 and WQAD.com. A Davenport West student charged with assaulting another child in the cafeteria is now expelled and will not be able to return to school into the year 2022. But as News 8's Lauren Jackson tells us tonight, the victim says he doesn't think his attacker should have been expelled. It's a News 8 exclusive.
46 staples.
My hair was to here, so I plan on growing it back out.
Wrapping around 16-year-old Charlie Macaluso's newly shaven head.
It'll just look cooler.
The scar, seemingly all because of this photo Charlie took of another student at school.
We were cool enough for him to let me take a photo. All I really care that people know is I had no intent to hurt him.
He posted the picture on his social media site. The other student asked Charlie to take it down shortly after.
For I don't remember exactly, 10 to 15 minutes, and he told me to take it down, and I listened to him and I apologized.
But not before it was shared across school.
Yeah, I took the photo. I know it was out of range on my part, but I didn't throw any context on it. I didn't bully him with the photo myself.
But the other student says he was bullied, and police say he took it out on Charlie.
I didn't know he was stressed. No one had told me. Yeah, I'll put it that way. I was blindsided. I thought they were my friends, and they filmed it and smiled while it was being filmed.
The student throwing punches, charged with assault and expelled.
I don't know what to think of the fact that he got expelled. I mean, in my mind, it is a bit far.
Would you have been okay going back to school if he was still there and walking the halls?
Yeah, I would have been fine.
Charlie says he wants to talk to the other student.
If it would help, if it'd be able to clear things up on both of our parts and it'd be positive for both of us, I would love to sit down and try to talk to him.
So he can get back to his passion, photography, and let the attack just be a scar from his past.
I do feel kind of bad for him. I do.
In Davenport, Lauren Jackson, WQAD News 8.
Charlie and his family are meeting with the school on Friday to discuss a plan for his return to classes. The expelled student is also facing criminal charges of aggravated assault and willful injury. 2 people are expected to testify on Friday in public hearings of President Donald Trump's impeachment inquiry. That includes the former U.S. ambassador to the Ukraine and an embassy worker who heard the president on the telephone call. Testimony in the House's first public impeachment hearing began today. State Department official William Taylor and George Kent testifying about their concerns with the president's request that Ukraine investigate Democrats as the U.S. withheld military aid to the country. The inquiry was launched after an anonymous whistleblower's complaint that the president pressured the Ukrainian president to investigate Joe Biden and his son Hunter Biden.
I think it's crazy to withhold security assistance for help with a political campaign.
I am a career non-professional who serves whatever president is duly elected and carries out the foreign policies of that president in the United States, and I've done that for 27 years for 3 Republican presidents and 2 Democrat presidents.
The whistleblower has not been asked to testify. The House Intelligence Committee will hear from 8 more witnesses in the impeachment hearing next week. Storm Track 8 Chief Meteorologist James O'Hare has been keeping a track on the temperatures, and believe it or not, we're going to see a bit of a mini rebound. But let's be honest, how low could it go after the last few days?
Yeah, I tell you, that's very true, Jim, and you're not the only one on that. Of course, that cold day turned out to be at least a little better compared to past, as we flirted near that freezing mark for daytime highs. Didn't see much go any higher, mainly because of the cloud cover that we've been seeing most of the day. And as we go into this evening hour and overnight, we've been still seeing more clouds, and that blue representing some shakes of snow showers taking place around the area. Some producing a little bit of a dusting in areas far to our north and west. Some of those passing lanes have been reported to be a little slick out there. But as you can see, we're kind of on the tail end of all those light snowflakes that are taking place. Should be ending, I would say, in the next couple of hours. Because of the clouds and these light snow showers, temperatures have been holding in check, mid-upper 20s, but even numbers right around 30 degrees, like around Mount Pleasant, Muscatine, as well as in the Quad Cities. Only got as high as 31. West wind at 5 miles an hour. We'll expect those skies to slowly improve as we get to about sunrise, and as we do, it should be enough to allow those temperatures to drop around the lower 20s. Start bringing back a little bit more sun, and we'll start slowly improving those temperatures in the days ahead. In fact, maybe close to seasonal. Show you when that will take place in our forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Jim?
All right, thank you, James. We hope you enjoyed the Country Music Association Awards that were held, and you saw them right here on News 8. We're live in Nashville. Elizabeth Wattis will be joining us in just a few moments.